All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Season. We back with another video. I'm really excited tonight because we got a special guest joining the show. It's one of my favorite accounts that I've been keeping up with on X. Her name is Savanah Tujague. We're gonna bring her in very shortly. So let's bring her into the stage. What's up, Savannah?
Hi, I'm good. How are you? Not much.
Man, so you're my favorite account right now at the moment. I love keeping up with you. You're very funny. Um, I love your X, all what you post on X.
Thanks. I try to keep it light-hearted on there because people take Twitter very seriously.
Um, Speaking of X, watch. I want to share this with the audience. 1 second. So you've been having some dinner parties this week?
Yes, I just finished dinner party 2. Round 3 is Thursday.
Why you got three of them lined up in 1 week? What's going on?
I was out of town for like 3 weeks. I travel a lot for my actual job. And then I am in a book club. So book club, I was the host of book club this month, so that was one. And then I do something for my church, so that was tonight. And then Thursday, I was like, oh, I should just do one with all the leftovers for my friends. And then it turned into like, let's just have a dinner party. So now I'm like, well, now I can't serve leftovers. So we have a third menu on Thursday. But yeah.
All right, so we got to start here with your bio. All right, it says Pac-12 born, ACC raised, Big 12 grad, SEC pretty. You are indeed SEC pretty.
Thank you. Either people think I'm SEC pretty or they think I'm so ugly and so rude for having that in my bio, and there's no in between.
I know you're SEC 10.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I should be the CFB commissioner. You're right.
Someone tweeted that, but like the tweet, when I tried to put it in there, didn't line up right. It like didn't look aesthetically pleasing, so I had to fix it. But yes, people have commented this to me, so I'm like, bio.
So let's see. ACC raised. What school you graduated from?
Go Cougs, baby. BYU.
All right, BYU. So you've been all over the place, kind of.
Yeah,
What's up?
yeah.
What's up with the pack?
Um, which the Pac-12 or Go Pack?
Go pack.
Go Pack. Okay, so it's very complicated. My dad coaches football at NC State, hence the Go Pack, hence the red, hence the NC State water bottle. He's the offensive line coach and the run game coordinator. But my brother plays football at BYU, and he's a defensive lineman. And my sister works for the football team at Utah State. She just started working there last season. She worked at the University of New Mexico. So a lot of teams to cheer for in the Tujague household.
That's pretty sick. So you a girl that's a ball knower. You would make Casey Smith. You would put her to shame.
Hopefully, because it's my whole life.
Shit. So your dad coaches for NC State. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's an interesting lifestyle that most people can't understand or relate to, but I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Let's see. So what we're gonna do tonight is kind of just talk about like a little bit of some of the storylines that's kind of been happening in college football, and just some personal stuff as well. I guess just keep it fun, light, things like that. Speaking of college football, the Twitter is going crazy right now with this Ole Miss stuff. Did you see that?
I can't even comment because I don't have words. I don't have words. What do you do?
They put him in the transfer portal.
What do you even do? Nothing you could do would be surprise. Like whatever that kid does, like I'm like, do you need help? Can I help you?
I'm reading that he's still with her.
Oh, I didn't read that part yet because I was at my dinner party. I didn't read about that part yet. That's wild.
That is pretty wild. There's no way. Yeah, that's wild. Mary Kate Carnett, the baseball team was chanting her name at the from the student section.
That's valid.
They
That's
calling it
deserved.
they calling it Daddy Gate.
That's deserved. Look. I don't know the details, but all of this feels deserved. I believe in karma. There's got to be some karma attached to this.
It's funny because it's Ole Miss and it's Lane Kiffin, and it's always something with Ole Miss.
It's also funny because, like, if I had to pick a university in the SEC that had the prettiest girls, it's a toss-up between Texas and Ole Miss. So, like, I get it, but it's just wild.
I would probably say Ole Miss. I would agree with you with that.
Yeah, those are my two for sure. I'm all for a pretty girl. Like, I like men, but I'm all for appreciating beauty.
Yeah, you got to come tailgate to with LSU one time with
I
us.
need to. I will get up there this season. That's a place that a lot of people keep telling me to come up to. So I will get there this season. There's a couple like non-negotiable weekends for me, but if one of the ones that's not, and you guys have a good game going, I am there.
Yeah, you're absolutely invited to our tailgate for sure.
Love. Thank you. I'm there.
They say Ole Miss got the best tailgate, and I've never been to Ole Miss yet, but I don't know. I think I might go this year. LSU plays at Ole Miss this year.
You should go.
I think
regardless of how I feel about their tailgate, I would say it's still definitely an experience that's like a game day you should go to.
So you've been to Ole Miss before?
I have. Only once, and it was when they played, I don't know, that must have been like 2017 that I went, and it was great. It was awesome. It was definitely like a noteworthy experience, so I definitely recommend it.
Like you went to the Grove is what they say?
Yeah, the Grove. It's cool. Yeah, a lot of other colleges have based their game day experience on what Ole Miss did. They like hired a team of people to create that game day experience, and that team of people has like since done it at quite a few other universities. So yeah, it's like the gold standard. Look, is it the best tailgate I've personally been to? I don't know about all that, but it is cool.
I got you. I'm just biased, man. I don't know. I don't feel like anyone could beat LSU.
Yeah, and I haven't been to LSU, so I guess I can be the judge of that this fall.
Let's see. So I see you on your ex. You be posting a lot of food whenever you travel and stuff. You a foodie?
I love food. My dad's an offensive line guy, and my brother's defensive line guy. Always eat food in the Tujague family.
So you ever been to Louisiana?
I have. I was just actually in NOLA for work the second week of January.
What's your favorite Louisiana food you tried?
I'm just like a crawfish boil type person.
Oh my God, that's my favorite food. Come on
Yeah,
now.
I don't need all the other stuff. Like, I don't need the other stuff. Like, just give me a seafood boil.
Yeah, crawfish boil. That's the best. You can't beat that. You got to be spicy though.
Yes, for sure. I mean, I didn't grow up in Louisiana, but I grew up in LA, which is a stone throw from Mexico. So I love spicy.
Let's see. What about this playoff expansion stuff with what that's been hitting the news kind of lately? How you feel about that?
Playoff expansion for what? Basketball?
No, for football. Let's see.
I was like, I can't talk about basketball. Everyone knows I'm a hater. The playoff expansion stuff, like they want to add more teams. No. I don't know. 12 is plenty.
I like how you're traditionalist.
Like, I was for the 12-team playoff, and my main reasoning behind that was like, I'll never say no to more college football games that matter. But I think we learned this year that anything more than 12 is too many. And I cannot, with all the people who are like, a 3-loss Bama, a 3-loss Ole Miss, the SEC won all these hypothetical games. I can't with those people, because the bottom line is you just have to win them during the season. And if you do, then there doesn't need to be any hypotheticals.
I don't think any 3-loss team should be competing for a championship, in my opinion.
I agree. And I also don't think conference champions should get an auto bid. I think that the committee did learn that this year, though, and I don't think that will be a thing next year.
Well, damn, girl. Shit. I agree with everything you said.
Sometimes. I don't know. We haven't gotten to the hot takes yet. Maybe that'll be something you don't agree with.
Let's jump into a hot take. All right, let's see. This is going to be a good one. What college football fan base needs to be humbled the most this season?
This coming season?
Get humbled. That could be a good take.
Let's see. Okay, this is a mean take. A lot of my followers are from this fan base, so this is gonna do. I'm doing myself dirty right now.
All right.
Texas, and look, I love Texas. I truly do. I love Sark. Sark played in college with my dad. I am a huge Sark supporter. I have this vendetta against Texas ever since the A&M baseball coach left to coach at Texas. I don't know why. That just did me so that rubbed me so the wrong way that I'm like kind of preying on their downfall, but like just for a second, if you know what I mean.
I kind of agree with you with Texas. For some reason, that was the team I was thinking as well.
Like they're just too cocky, and they're like, oh, and like it's hard to win the SEC the first year you're in it because they made like the championship game. And look, I was rooting for them. I wanted them to win the game. But I'm like, okay, you guys need a tiny bit of humbling.
And they got a lot of expectations this year too. They projected to win the SEC kind of right now.
And Arch Manning is incredible, and I hope he does amazing. And I don't want to prey on anybody's downfall ever because it could be me or my family next. So I am not rooting for that. But I wouldn't mind if the Texas fan base was slightly humbled.
Let's see. All right, I agree with you. Who's the team you hate the most? Like just in general.
In all of college football?
Yeah.
Easiest answer of my life. UNC. If UNC has 1,000 haters, I am one. If they have 100, I am one. If they have 10, I am one. If they have 0, I'm dead. Like I was telling somebody this the other day. I love more than NC State winning, watching UNC lose. Like there is nothing that brings me more happiness than the downfall of the dirty feet in Chapel Hill. I am UNC's biggest hater. And it's for a lot of reasons, but the reasons that I can publicly say are because my dad coached at the University of Virginia for like 9 years before he coached at NC State, and they're rivals. It's called the South Oldest Rivalry, which is something that puts people up in arms on Twitter if you tweet that, because they confuse it with the Deep South's Oldest Rivalry. But it is called the South's Oldest Rivalry. So they've been my rival for like 15 years at this point, because now at NC State, it's also my rival. So I am UNC's biggest hater.
I didn't actually know that myself. I heard of the Deep South Oldest Rivalry.
Yeah, which is Georgia, Auburn. But the South Oldest Rivalry is UNC, Virginia.
And it makes sense because, I mean, North Carolina State, your dad's there now. That's their main rivals now.
Yes.
They're not well. They just got Bill Belichick, so I
don't even get me started on that. But
they might start getting a little good at football.
Okay, so be it. They'll never. That we're on a 4-peat, and so until I see otherwise, bring it. Bring it.
Right. Speaking of NC State, how they look? How they going to be looking this coming season?
Look, I will always live in a Delulu land of they will be the national champions, because that is the only mindset that I can have. I will say this. I will say my dad brought in some good offensive linemen because he lost quite a few just from graduating and like entering the NFL draft. Not the portal, the draft. He brought in some great ones. CJ Bailey, he was a true freshman last year, and he started the majority of our games because our starter got hurt. And so now that he has some experience under his belt, it's been a while since NC State has gone into a season with a starting quarterback who was not a transfer. So I have high hopes for the offense. They do have a new offensive coordinator. So he's been, ironically, his name is Roper, Coach Roper, but ironically, he's been given the ropes to the offense. So I'd love to see what he does with it. My dad's the run game coordinator, so hopefully they plan on running the ball quite a bit. I don't really know much about the defense, and I don't say that from a I don't follow the team type of way. It's just that our defense coordinator left and took a head coaching job at Marshall. And so we have a new defensive coordinator and quite a few kids at the portal. So the defense is going to be very young and very much. They haven't even started spring ball yet, so I haven't even seen the new people be involved in that yet. I know I'm a big D-line recruit, but can't say too much about the defense at this point. But we're making the 12-team playoff, which is what I'll say every year.
That's a bold. That might be a little delulu, but it's bold for sure.
Hey, whatever.
I totally forgot that the quarterback got hurt. Grayson McCall.
Yeah, Grayson.
I thought he got killed on that play. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if you have the same issues with the ESPN app, but the ESPN app is my ops number one during college football season because it doesn't work properly half the time. And it wasn't working. So I missed the play. I didn't see the play because I was trying to watch it, buffered, and then I missed it. And then next thing I know, there's some other quarterback, and I'm texting my family. I'm what happened?
I thought he got killed.
Yeah, I'm there. Everyone was just it was horrible. We're just so glad he's alive. And I'm alive? What did I miss?
All right. So Tanner Bailey takes over the ropes. That's pretty cool. I'm looking at the schedule right now for y'all next year. Y'all got at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
It don't look overly tough though from a whole. Looking at it from a whole, the schedule.
The in-state games are the in-state games Duke. Wait, I don't think do we play Wake?
Watch, I'm gonna pull it up on the screen.
Yeah, I don't remember if we play Wake or not, but obviously all the in-state games are always tough ones. Those are never to be underestimated. Thank you. So we do play at Wake. We don't play Clemson. That's one. I was I know we don't play someone who's a rival, and that does suck because NC State and Clemson are rivals. It's called the Textile Bowl, and so I'm super bummed we don't play them this year.
The tougher part is the back end of the schedule, and the first half is you got some decent teams. I'm gonna give you a little challenge, but you don't. It's just the back end that you really got to worry about.
For sure, Notre Dame through UNC. That's tough.
That's a nice little stretch right there.
At Notre Dame, then at Pitt. Georgia Tech's always tight. Brent Key has his team on lock. At Miami, look, I am a Miami hater, but it's also there, which sucks. I mean, luckily they can't sell out Miami Gardens for the life of them, but still sucks that it's there. Got to throw in a dig.
I'm a Florida Gator hater.
I am not a fan of any Florida school. If I had to pick one, my best friend went to Florida State. So I would pick them, but I would never root for Florida State. So anyway, yeah, no, not versus Florida State. That's tough. I think Florida State will be much better this year. And then rivalry week is always a tough game. Doesn't matter.
Y'all play North Carolina every year at the last game of the season, or is that new?
No, it's every year the last game of the season. But UNC fans like to pretend like we are not their rival and that Duke is their rival. It's funny.
And maybe in basketball, but
thank you. Exactly. They're we're not even rivals. It's well, then why do we play each other every year on rivalry week? And you guys are so bent out of shape that we have back-to-back wins.
Speaking of basketball, y'all took down the number one team I've seen.
Yes, women's basketball. I was going to say, I don't know much about basketball. I don't follow it super tight until March Madness, but
yeah, the women's.
I was driving home from the baseball tournament this weekend, and I was watching my Lady Wolfpack hoops. Love all of them. I do watch their games. I've been to quite a few games. They are one of the only teams in the country that have their own basketball arena that they don't share with the men. They balled out. I love them. It's a great game. They're super fun. So, yeah.
Yeah, what about the spring games being canceled? That was a big storyline.
Yeah, I would say I'm not the hugest, like, I am fine with them being canceled. For me, it's a really big, like, non-issue. And I say that because, like, what do you really find out from a spring game? And also, like, there's always that one person who gets injured during a spring game that you're like, damn, we really needed them this fall, and now they tore their ACL. So in that regard, I'm happy that they're not. And then I am happy in the regard too, where like think the transfer portal and NIL, as most do, is very out of control these days. And so I think by not having spring games in order to make sure that you don't lose kids who you need in the depth chart because they're just unhappy where they fall in the depth chart, I think that that helps. I also think that like it's the Wild West. There's no rules. I know so many situations where like there's no rules about when you can contact, not contact. Like there's rules, but you can get around these rules for this, that, and the other. So the no poaching happening because they're not sending film from any spring games to anybody. Like I can appreciate it from the coach's standpoint and like being the coach's kid and like knowing that side of the story. From a fan perspective, like I could see how you would be bummed. Like that would be something that bummed me out and something that I look forward to. But Jamie Beck, she's the wife of the offensive coordinator at the University of Utah, Jason Beck. She said it best. She like quote retweeted my tweet about it and said like there should just be a meet and greet with the players and the coaches for all the fans who would have gone to the spring game. And I think that that's probably the best way to handle it. I think a lot of things. Then you can also make that like an NIL event. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it does allow opportunity for like quite a few other options to happen. And at the very least, mitigating injuries for potential starters that you need that fall. So I'm pro no spring game, to be honest.
Honestly, you're killing it. The injury part of it, I definitely buy. You definitely don't want to suffer no like torn ACLs or
Yeah.
lose your or like I mean the quarterback don't get hit, but just lose a starter.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to have any big injuries for sure. I see that. Honestly, it's watered down too, kind of.
Yeah.
In a way, but I mean, I still want to see some football though.
And I think that that's the hard part for me because, like, yeah, I want every day of my life to be football season. So, in that regard, yes, like, I'm bummed that there's no football until, look, you can watch the UFL and the XFL and all those things that they have these days.
Ain't watching that. Oh, no, I ain't watching that.
Don't get me wrong. Like, there's people that I will support who are doing that, past players or people that I know. But, like, come on now, not even the NFL compares to college football, so don't even get me started on all that. So from that regard, I like agree. Like I wish there was something to tie me over until the fall, and usually it's the spring game.
Yeah. So you say your brother plays football.
He's defensive lineman at BYU.
You play college athletics?
Yeah, I was a soccer player.
Shit. Yeah. Before NIL or after or during?
Before. Now look, women's athletes don't make nearly as much what these men make, but like I could have made $1 or two. I'm a little heated. I'm a little mad.
What deal you would have got?
Oh, that's a great question. What deal would I have gotten? I don't know. What deal would I have wanted?
Yeah.
I would have wanted a deal. Well, in college I didn't drink a lot. So in college, something for food. I was a hungry student athlete. So like a wing place, probably. I would have been like, get me those wings.
In Louisiana at LSU, we do the Raising Cane's.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's way cool.
Yeah. So soccer, huh?
Yes. Yes, she is now a washed athlete, but she was at once a good athlete.
Drake or Kendrick?
Oh no. This is probably not going to be a good answer. Like, this is controversial.
You from
I
LA? Huh? You say you from LA, right?
yeah. Why is Kendrick from there?
He's like the West Coast, Crenshaw area.
Look, I've never heard a Drake song that was bad.
I was about to say you better say Drake now. Come on.
I'm sorry. I think that's probably unpopular on Twitter, but I'm definitely picking Drake.
Definitely. I don't think it's unpopular, honestly.
Okay. I don't like keep up super well with pop culture stuff like this, but like I
I
I like was gonna see Drake in Miami last year, and my friends were like, "Oh, let's go!" And the tickets were so much. I was like, "Do I even know that many Drake songs?" And I realized I knew every single one. So I'm like, "This man's like a vibe." So
I,
it's gonna be Drake for me.
hey, good answer. I'm gonna try to hit Drake this year.
Oh yeah, I highly recommend. My friends had the best time. I couldn't make it work because it was like a college football weekend, and I'm not missing a college football game. But
So what's your ideal college football Saturday? Like, run me through your day.
am I going to a game or am I watching games at home?
Let's say you're at home.
Okay. My ideal day, wake up, hit my 2 workouts. I'm like into working out. I'm a personal trainer on the side, like for funsies. I am like very much about my workouts. So I always do like on Saturdays, I do like a hybrid workout, just kind of whatever I feel like yoga or like a full body lift or some like cardio hybrid thing. And then I always go for my daily hot girl walk / run. I like run 1 or 2 miles and then walk 2 or 3 miles. So I always do that. It has to be outdoors because like, the sun. You need the sun.
Yeah.
Do my 2 workouts before college game day is on so that I can watch college game day. I know that's controversial. People love to hate on college game day, but I want to see if people are making the Pat McAfee field goal. Okay. I live and die for knowing if they make or miss the field goal. And then watch games for the rest of the day. I have a TV here, but I usually do the 4-screen split on one, and then I have like one on my laptop, one on my iPad.
Okay.
And then that day concludes like literally watch college football all day, Pac-12 after dark, whatever it is now, ACC after dark, because we be playing teams on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Till 2:30 when I fall asleep, and it also includes a dub for my dad, my brother, and my sister. That's
Sick.
my perfect college football Saturday.
That's it. I love it. That's it. They didn't make too many field goals last
No,
season.
I know. That's why I love to watch it.
They trash.
And like my family's obviously busy on college football Saturday, so like they can't really watch college game day. And so it's like my family duty to text the family group chat, like, did they make it or did they miss? So like I cannot let the Tujague family group chat down.
Yeah. Well, we hit the 30-minute mark. I didn't want to go too long tonight. You definitely a ball knower. You're more than welcome to come talk anytime,
Anytime.
We're gonna stay updated with you. You're very funny and entertaining, and we appreciate you for coming on tonight.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. I had a great time.
All right. We'll see you.
Bye.